Hello, hi. So today we will discuss about who makes more money, whether quants make more money than data scientists. Many people have asked these questions to me. I have worked both as a quant as well as a data scientist, and I can do a comparison between these two professions, and then I can tell you what is more demanding in the market and which one is more lucrative from money point of view. Well, the short answer to this question is that quants make more money than data scientists. On average, a quant can expect to make more money than a data scientist. I can also tell you why quants make more money than a normal data scientist. Well, you could argue that isn't quant a field of data science, right? I will not go into this argument, but I'll tell you there are some differences also. One big difference between a quant and a normal data scientist is that quant is very specific to finance and investment. And in finance and investment, domain skills are extremely important. And second thing is that the stakes are very high. If you make a mistake, if your algorithm doesn't work, there will be a loss of millions and sometimes billions of dollars and euros and pounds. So the stakes are very high. Finance in general is a high paying industry. The people who work in finance, they make more money, and hence any profession related to finance and banking is lucrative, and expected that someone working in quantitative research will also make money. But there are also other reasons. For example, the quants working in banks, they don't make a lot of money. I mean, they do make, but as compared to the ones who work in hedge funds or crypto funds, more private funds, quants in banks don't make that kind of money. If you go to e-financial career and search jobs on quants in London and New York, you will see that an entry-level quant can make more than 150 or 200k, and the one experienced can expect to make more than 300, and some even can expect to make more than $500,000. And there are people actually who are making that kind of money. So quant is way more lucrative. It's just not a rule actually, because there are many kind of jobs in quantitative research. If you look at the quantitative research related jobs in banking and financial industry, most of them are regulatory related quantitative research work. The pay is also quite good actually, very good. In India, someone with 5-6 years of experience can expect to make 50 lakhs plus in quantitative research work in big banks, in Morgan Stanley and Northern Trust, JP Morgan, these banks. Whereas data scientists may not make that kind of money. Reason why is because in quantitative research actually you also have to have other skills. For example, you need to know programming very well. You need to know how to write well, how to handle stakeholders properly. Whereas in many other industry, a data scientist would do only coding and building algorithms and probably nothing else. You will have a product manager talking to you, and you will have product manager would be talking to business people and will be telling you what sort of a product to build. And then your documentation in IT or tech is not that really great, whereas in banking and financial industry the documentation standard is quite good. So you need to be able to write well, you need to be able to read and understand a research paper. So these are very high skills actually, and hence the pay is quite good. But if you look at the quant salary in hedge funds, and those, there are not many jobs, by the way, in trading firms and hedge funds and all. There are not many jobs. In India, there are just handful of these jobs, by the way. There are many trading firms, US based trading firms hiring in India, like Citadel and Two Sigma, Jane Street, and they pay really good money. I've heard people like, the starting salary is more than 1 crore in these firms in India also, and they hire only the best and brightest, only the computer science guys from IITs. But if you go abroad, you go to London and other places, I think it's easier to get these jobs. There are many ways you can enter this field, and after having a couple of years of experience, you can make a lot of money. The reason why an average quant makes more than an average data scientist is because quant is a field very specific and it's a very niche area. But if you work as a quant for many years, you cannot, in most likely scenario, you may not be able to switch to other quantitative research related work in other fields such as in manufacturing, e-commerce. Whereas if you're working as a data scientist, you can work as a data scientist anywhere in the world, right? Any industry. So that's not an issue for you. So in that way, I think it's better. And there are many kinds of data science jobs actually. I'm not comparing the AI jobs in big tech firms. They pay really well. They pay millions, I've heard. Again, those jobs are not very common. You cannot find those jobs everywhere. Right? But even when you compare to those premium jobs, I think the quant still make more actually. That's the reason why many AI scientists in tech firms are actually moving to trading firms in the US or in the UK or in even Arabic countries like in Dubai, in cities like Dubai or in Abu Dhabi. The many quant traders, quant researchers from Europe and US, they're moving to these places because the amount of money that you get in these places is just insane, and that's way more than an AI scientist is making in Tesla or in Google or Facebook or Apple. Right. So having said that, there are also many good things about a career in data science actually. You develop products which can be used by like millions of people. Like if you're working in a tech firm or e-commerce firm, whereas in quantitative research, your work could be a bit boring after a while, especially if you're working in regulatory related quantitative research work. If you're working for banks, and there it could be a bit boring after a while, and your skills may not be transferable to other areas. Although programming skills can be transferred to other areas, but not your domain skills. Yeah. Whereas data science skills can be used anywhere, right? Some data scientists actually made a move to quantitative research. I also know many people who have moved from quantitative research to data science, right? And the entry barrier to become a data scientist is very low actually. Anybody can just do a couple of online courses and get a job in data science. Whereas to become a quant, you really need to have research degrees in most cases, like PhD in mathematics, physics, chemistry, or at the very least you need to have a master's degree, and then you should have a quantitative background. That means you need to have degrees in maths, engineering, economics, finance, quantitative finance, actuarial science. There's no such requirement for jobs in data science. I know people from liberal arts background also getting data science jobs, but that's practically not possible in quantitative research. Okay. In many places, you also need to be from very good university. For example, the trading firms do not hire from anywhere. They hire only like people from top universities with top grades, right? And the selection process is also quite tougher compared to the selection process for data science jobs. You'll be asked questions from probability to finance to derivatives, derivative pricings to financial mathematics, all kinds of things, programming, you name it. Whereas in data science, as long as you're good in a programming language and you know the algorithms well, you can enter. There are many jobs available in data science. I think almost all industries are hiring data scientists, whereas Quant jobs are very limited because only banks, insurance companies, and funds, hedge funds, these companies hire quant. So there are not many jobs, and hence, yeah, it's a niche area. Hence the pays are better. Okay. See you next time, guys.